ruins over here. A dog. A dog. Do we get to keep the dog? Do we get to have a dog?
Not liking the looks of this,
Gascon said, furrowing his brow. Meve followed his gaze. Before them, beside the road, stood a hut with a scorched thatch roof.
Why?
Hut's abandoned, yet dried fruit and mushrooms hang from the eaves. Famine raging all around and no one's been tempted. I'd send a scout if I were you.
The Queen did as
pretty
Gascon
sus.
suggested, and sent 3 infantrymen to reconnoiter. They entered the hut and found only silence, that was soon broken by a blood-curdling growl. The soldiers ran out at full speed, tripping over their own legs. Meve drew her sword, convinced a horde of neckers or ghouls would soon attack.
Dog.
But her fears proved unfounded. Instead of monsters, out of the hut came a shaggy dog, a torn scrap of fabric clutched in its teeth.
Milady.
One of the soldiers began, his face red with embarrassment and his hands covering a hole in his breeches.
Was dark as a well inside, and that hound, it jumped out at us all of a sudden, biting it and snapping.
Bad boy!
Gascon said with a smile, then pulled a hunk of dried sausage from his bag. Bought by this generous offering, the dog calmed down at once.
Amazing.
Further examination showed the dog was the hut's only resident. Like many others in Edern, its owners had disappeared without a trace. Their loyal mutt still guarded the premises, waiting for his master's return.
We get a
Let's
dog.
take him with us.
Gascon said.
Otherwise, he'll die here, of his own hunger or someone else's.
Oh my god, we get a dog. Oh, take
A watchful
the dog.
sentry like this could prove useful
the
in our
dog.
camp.
Said the Queen.
Fine, he can join. But he shall need a name.
How about Reynard?
Proposed Gascon. A cheeky grin smeared across his face.
That way, he'll come when you call, sit on command, and always be a heel. Always heel, that is.
Watch your words,
Said Reynard, hand tightly gripping the hilt of his sword.
or you'll learn I'm not at all as tame as you believe.
Enough, both of you. That's an order. As for you,
The Queen took a good look at the dog, who still had a scrap of fabric in his teeth.
since it seems you've a taste for the cloth of the nether regions, I dub you... Knickers. Will that do?
The dog wagged its tail vigorously, as if thoroughly pleased with its new name. Meve's company marched off, a furry new recruit richer.
Yes. Oh, I got an achievement. We get a dog. We get a dog. Yo, we get a dog. I'm so excited. Amazing. Seems like there's... We're gonna come up on something mysterious, and then it looks like there's gonna be a battle. So let's see.
Meve and her companions neared the Moulderwood, a dense, ancient forest of trees whose tangled branches had witnessed the conjunction of the spheres. It was not until King Vidamont's day that a road was finally carved through the primeval thicket, significantly shortening the journey from Rossburg to Aldersburg.
Even when peace reigns, danger rules this road.
Rayla said.
Now no one dares travel it.
At the edge of the wood by the road stood an enormous willow. Its branches swept down to cover its trunk, looking for all the world like long tresses shrouding a woman's face. Meve had an ill premonition. She did not like the sickly sweet aroma wafting from this tree, nor the metallic buzzing of insect wings. She sent a scout to investigate.
That's pretty suspicious.
He drew aside the drooping branches and stumbled back. There were men bound to the tree, covered in sap oozing from gashes in its trunk. Its heavy scent had attracted swarms of insects, flies, wasps, bees and beetles. They seethed over the bound men, crawling in and out of their ears and nostrils.
Eldane welcomes us to his wood.
Rayla whispered. Meve stepped towards the tree and saw the men stuck to it were all still alive. Those the elves had caught recently writhed and howled for rescue. Those hanging longer merely followed the Queen with half-crazed, bloodshot eyes.
Thanks, I hate it.
Well, Are you to stand there all day?
Meve screamed to her dumbstruck Lyrians.
The
Free
last
them,
time I
at
decided
once!
to not
Her
free
soldiers
people, it
needed
didn't
no
go
more
well,
prompting
so-
and set about sawing at the ropes with their blades. As soon as they had freed the first captive, before even a word of thanks could be uttered, a flaming streak soared through the air and stuck in the tree. The oozing resin burst into flames, engulfing the prisoners as well as the soldiers who had come to their aid. Elder speech battle cries rang out from the woods as elven warriors launched their attack.
It's a trap!
Cried Reynard.
Defend the Queen!
This is what I get for trying to be helpful. Shortened battle. The Lyrians fought in a veritable inferno, choking and drowning in a sea of crimson smoke, surrounded by the horrific screams of men whose skin had begun to melt and warp. The ambushing elves appeared as specters, black paint streaked across their faces, eyes smoldering with their virulent. I don't know why I have trouble saying that word. Hatred for humankind. What have I done? I could have just walked away and we wouldn't have done this. I don't know what kind of things we need. I love Black Rayla, so...
Keep your heads in the fight! They'll seek
Her
to
and
blind us
Raynard.
with shock and awe!
Oh, we're scorched. Oh, good. Heck. Okay, let's,
My spirit's willing
for
and how, but
points.
these damn boots are
until we
killing
see
me.
what their deck
Nay.
is.
Duanve Kamest.
Damage a unit by 2. If it was already boosted, damage it by 6 instead. Hold down 1. So maybe they have a bunch of those? I don't know. I don't know. Also I can damage enemy units by 4, trigger the loyal abilities.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Cannot believe I have done this to myself.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Look, I'm trying, Rayla, okay? I'm trying. Did the dog just eat
I
my
shall not
fucking
fail!
soup? I mean, now my dog is strong AF, but like, my dog ate my soup. Rude. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do it to those two. Oh, no.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Especially since I can at least get rid of a couple. I don't know. What did that just... Oh, strengthen self by 2 whenever a Scoia'tael unit is destroyed. Oh, isn't that fun?
Discipline shall bring us victory!
We should save that for next time.
Have strength, my love.
Those spies are nasty. Let's do... Oh.
Getting to work.
Oh, I got an achievement. Can I do that? Oh, sick. Is that the only one that I can... Just give her 2 charges. Boost my shit. Okay. This is all I can do. So as long as I win this...
Don't let them regroup! Finish off the
Oh my God,
wounded!
yes, okay. We're fine. We didn't have to do that.
The battle
Crazy
done,
stuff.
Meve surveyed the carnage, her breath still ragged. The thick stench of blood, sap, and ash she sucked in made her stomach churn and head swoon.
The Scoia'tael. I'd heard of their cruelty, but
The Queen said, sheathing her sword.
Never have I countenanced a thing like this.
Black Rayla, who had just extracted her blade from between an elven gorilla's ribs, smiled darkly.
Worst is yet to come, my lady.
Rayla's like, I told you so.
The Queen regrouped her forces and marched into the
Oh, darn.
Moulderwood. The Lyrians sang none of their usual marching songs. Instead,
Probably
they
went
walked
down
in
in morale
silence,
after that,
eyes darting
honestly.
constantly to their flanks.
Ugh, I mean, I got money from it, I guess.
Hear that? Nightingales. Unmindful of war, they sing on.
Those are no birds, my lady.
They're not? Then what are they? Rayla, what are they? Oh, some shit's about to go down. Okay, let's save. Hello?
Meve arrived at the hut the villagers claimed to be the meeting point for the Scoia'tael and the Hawkers. Torchlight flickered amidst the trees, and she heard the sound of hushed voices.
Your Grace,
Whispered Rayla.
they're in our grasp. We must act quickly before the elves retreat into the woods.
Worry not, Rayla.
The
Let's
Queen
do it.
said,
Let's do it.
patting her on the back.
I shan't let a
Go
chance
bigger,
like
go
this
home.
slip. Attack!
The Lyrians rushed out of the woods at the unsuspecting elves and merchants. Moments later, the sound of combat filled the dark wood.
Alright. Normal battle? Shortened battle. It is difficult to say who held more contempt for the Hawkers. Humans, whose laws they had broken by trading with the Scoia'tael, or the elven warriors themselves, who viewed them as honorless traitors to their race. Whatever the case, the Hawkers paid neither any mind, for if they stood to gain coin, they would bargain with any and all. I miss Drake. Nathan Drake, where are you?
Hawker scum!
Got business for me?
Catch!
Start scorching sooner.
Special price. Just for you, love.
I smell a leak.
These decks are powerful.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, to die.
Swords I smile at, weapons love.
Defendvara!
Go tens. Go tens. And a soup. Damage a unit by 5 if it's a row and fire damage all units on it by 5. Let's go. That was nice. No, I should wait until my spy. I should wait until my spy. Yeah. I think I am just gonna.
You
feel
sweat
medic
like a
just
swine
for
in that jacket.
Points. Wait until my spy comes back.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Okay, so. I think I'm gonna Meve the 9s. And then
Favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
this on healer. Okay. Okay. some damage happened there.
Wow.
Oh god, okay.
I bit the white of an eye from half a league
Healer's
away.
gonna go away. Let's just do those.
There's but one penalty for trading with elves.
Oh, how many tries was that? Good lord.
Meve pulled off a rare trick. She laid a trap for the Scoia'tael in their own woods. The surrounded elves fought to the bitter end, choosing death over human captivity. Meve cracked open the hawkers' chests and stared at a mass of tangled oakum. Perplexed, she dug deeper and found the real goods hidden underneath. Bolts with entrail-pureeing hooks, leg-snapping bear traps, and incurable poisons.
Instruments of cruelty,
said Reynard, looking over the chest's contents.
Designed to deliver maximum pain and a prolonged death.
Gascon did not share in the general gloom. He reached for one of the arrows and balanced it in his hand with curiosity.
A corpse is a corpse. It cares not how it became one. And these marvels, oh, my lads could do fine things with them.
Ooh. No.
My crown I have lost.
No.
But my honor
Like
remains.
the idea of
Meve
us
said,
having those.
grabbing the arrow from Gascon.
I will not allow soldiers under my command to fight with this. Reynard, have these chests thrown in the lake.
In sinking the hawkers' weapons, Meve sent a clear signal that her honor would not tarnish even at the darkest hour. News of the massacre echoed through all of Aedirn, cooling the desire of anyone tempted to profit by selling death to elven terrorists.
Ah. Wow. Okay, what is, we have report, Hawker correspondence. Joel! Eldane's pointy ears have put in the following order. 2 boxes of gut-tearing bolts, 3 canisters of weaponized hemlock, 5 crates of snares and traps, 1 bullwhip made of the finest steel for Commander Pointy Ears himself. Bite each coin twice, last time they slipped in a few falsies, and keep the devils off the main roads. Still can run into Aedirnian patrols at times. Klaus. Mysterious mysteries.
Meve was discussing some matter with Gascon when a scout approached. His blood-streaked uniform revealed the matter to be urgent, so the Queen cut short her conversation and requested a report.
We were scouting, milady, and we found a cave entrance. Small scattering of elves guarding it, but we took them right out.
Gascon scratched his chin.
I'd wager 10 Novigrad crowns there are more Scoia'tael squirreled away inside. We strike afore they know we've snuffed out their guards. We might well catch them by surprise. We must act quickly.
Seems like a terrible idea.
Then
But
let us
sure.
act. Gather some men and prepare them for an attack.
Let's loot.
But keep quiet.
The Lyrians crept into the cave. They moved carefully, noiselessly even, avoiding notice for quite a while. Nevertheless, elven warriors soon came pouring out of a side cavern.
So does that mean we didn't catch them by surprise? Especially since I get to draw. I get to draw 3. This is a standard battle. We don't see this every day. We don't
I
see
shall
this
not fail!
I need to choose my Scorch.
Aye.
Wisely. So I need to figure out what y'all are.
We ought to help one or the other.
Stupid healers. If I can just like wait out a lot of these cards, that would be nice. But I don't know if we can do that. I mean, they're all at 9. I can just leave them. Let's go ahead and... I could Rayla.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
And then decoy Rayla.
None shall tread on us!
Wow.
Interesting order.
They're not backing down. Must be something of value to them here.
Yeah. Oh, shit. What do I want to play right now? Rainer?
We must trust each other.
Oh. We'll do one of these.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
And then we'll decoy Rayla. We can use her with like Xavier or something.
Now we will see who is weak.
Okay, there's a lot going on there. I think I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose this one. I wasn't doing too bad points-wise, but there was just like a lot. Okay, so I maxed out on my draws. I maxed out on my draws. I honestly think I'm okay with this.
Oh my.
I'm gonna...
None shall tread on us!
So... I'm going to...
Should have listened to me, old lady.
And you're passing. What if my spy... My spy is only worth 5.
Go, hop, hop.
Oh! I make some dumb decisions.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
No! On the right, you dumbass! I mean, I win, I guess, but that was useless to me. God, that was so awful. We can mark, we can field medic, we can mark twice. They pulled their last. I'm... Oh, 10. Okay. Okay. Let's just
You must
field
sweat like
medic.
a swine in that jacket.
I'll take it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
We'll give Rayla both orders. Let's go ahead and, honestly, let's toss out the spy on the 14th.
We got a job to do.
We'll save another orders.
We ought to help one or the other.
There's so many healers. What are you doing with that many healers? This is ridiculous. My God. Let's do another. Let's mark. I don't know, this one, I guess. And then for Rayla, I'm gonna try and save Rayla if I can. Gaston is doing great.
Death awaits us all.
Holy shit. If only I could use Meve's ability right now. Holy shit.
Hey?
We're tied. Which is a little bit promising.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
Oh my.
Lots of 9s, which is promising for Meve's ability. Now they're all 7s. So let us 7. And I think I'm gonna do.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Do that. Hope that some of them die. We're gonna throw Gaston.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Great. That worked out nicely. This thing is massive.
Death to all Dwan!
Oh no.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
That's stupid. The healers are stupid. The healers are so stupid. Pass.
They resisted to the very end.
Okay. We did it. Let's find out what was in the cave. Let's find out.
When the Lyrians broke the elven ranks, Meve was convinced their foe would retreat and regroup. But to her surprise, the Scoia'tael fought to the bitter end. She concluded there must have been something truly valuable hidden in that cave. As Meve entered the next chamber, her nose caught the stink of blood, pus, and urine. Then she understood. The elves were using the cave as a field hospital.
Oh.
Wounded fighters lay by the cavern walls. They made no attempt to defend
man,
themselves,
what do we do with
nor to
them?
beg, nor to make peace with the gods.
Oh no.
They merely watched the Lyrians calmly, with stark contempt.
Oh, I got ointment.
Milady,
Whispered Rayla.
you saw what the Scoia'tael are capable of. What they do to humans. They would have no mercy for...
Reynard, usually calm, could not hold back and cut Rayla off.
What, pray, do you suggest? That we murder the wounded?
The warrior responded in a whisper, slowly emphasizing her words.
I suggest you leave. Leave me and my men. We'll take care of the rest.
Will they ambush us later? Maybe. But they're wounded and we just killed everyone taking care of them. So like...
Meve looked the warrior in the eyes and was terrified by what she saw.
No, Rayla. We shall not touch them. Do you understand?
Rayla was quiet for a long moment. Finally, she nodded and left the cave. Reynard followed her with his gaze, hand on hilt.
Reynard, listen to me. You are to keep a close watch on Rayla until we are at least a day's ride from this cave. If she separates from the column, if she tries to double back, I wish to hear about it. Do you understand?
Reynard nodded. Despite the day's victory, they left the cave in a somber mood.
Somber mood indeed. Oh, God. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and exit out of here. I'm curious what the achievements I got today. So looks like I got recruit the dog into your army, recruit 200 soldiers, and play 5 or more characters in one battle. Interesting. Very interesting. Sure. All right. That's going to be it for me. I hope everyone, you know, if you celebrate Christmas or any other holidays that are happening around now, I hope you have a good one. Have a happy new year. And I will catch you in January. Bye.